All right, friends, it's T and I'm back with another video. And as you know, I made a video today. It was on eccentric exercise, DOMs and muscle damage, whatever. So what makes eccentric exercise superior to concentric? I'm going to use an analogy. First, let me scroll down to that section. You might want to check this out as well. This is kind of interesting too. This has to do with the same thing as well. You might want to read this one from PubMed. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, what makes eccentric exercise superior to concentric? And why did they say that there's less of this, you being winded and exerting energy in eccentric exercises? Well, it's really simple. I'll use this demonstration. For example, a flight of stairs. All right, let's say a flight of 20 stairs, or maybe a flight of 20 stairs. Okay. A concentric movement would be you going up the stairs. Okay, you run up the stairs in a concentric movement. That's concentric, running upstairs to the 50th floor. All right. You're going to get very winded. You're going to get very tired. You're going to exert a lot of effort. Will you get better at running up those stairs in that direction? You will get better. But will you have caused any damage to the myofibrillar because you ran up this, you ran up the stairs to the 50th floor going upward, going against gravity? You know, it's a positive, going against gravity. Will you have caused any damage to the myofibrillar? No. That's why eccentric is much more superior. It's superior because if you run down the stairs, there's a stretch to the myofibrillar. So the more stretches that myofibrillar takes on, the more micro tears it will get, the more the progenitor cell will be activated and will be forced to split, divide, increase in number, and donate its myonuclei and repair and remodel those muscle fibers. You understand me? And possibly give you an extra muscle fiber for each one that was repaired and remodeled. So there you go. And you exert less, how should I put it, less energy running down the stairs than you would running up the stairs. It wears you out. The recovery, the recovery is totally different in a concentric environment, running up a stairwell. There's no muscle damage, okay? You're winded. You may get better at running up the stairs, but you never got physically, naturally stronger by building more type 2 muscle fibers, by causing it to damage, repair, and remodel, running down the stairs. And you're not so winded. You won't be tired. You'll still be able to function, even though they're going through a repair and remodeling. You're going to go through a DOMS and a pain and whatever, But it is physiologically much more superior than a concentric exercises. Now you understand? That's the difference. Here's another thing. You'll be able to take on more. If you are lifting weight and you do the eccentric movements, then you're able to lift heavier. But if you add the concentric to the eccentric, more concentric, then it will be harder to lift more and doing more repetition work to cause those injuries to the muscle fiber so that they can repair and remodel bigger, better, stronger, and faster. Strength, power, speed, and performance. Eccentric exercise is associated with strength, power, speed, and performance. You understand me? Bigger, better, stronger, and faster, yeah. But eccentric is not associated with that whatsoever. You won't get endurance. You may get endurance going up a stairwell, but in a gym, doing these concentric movements, I don't know, maybe you might get some, maybe there's some there. Okay, I just used the analogy of running up the stairwell. So, but I'm just telling you, man, like overall, yeah, it's just much more superior. The way I explained it to you. That's the reason. And yeah, so they have a section here. You could read this. I don't know. This is Injury skeletal muscle fibers during contractions, conditions of occurrence and prevention. Okay, so what they're trying to tell you is contraction-induced injury results in the regeneration of muscle fibers. Yeah, that's what it does. It results in the degeneration and regeneration. So there's a degeneration you have to go through and then a regeneration during that week. Blood levels are elevated, protein synthesis is extended until that muscle is repaired and remodeled. Of the three types of contractions, shortening, eccentric, isometric, and lengthening, eccentric injury is most likely to occur, and the severity of the injury is greatest during lengthening contractions. The magnitude of the injury of muscle fibers may be assessed by direct measures of cellular and ultrastructural damage. Ultrastructural damage, what's that? Oh, that's in the DOM section, part 1 of PubMed. Interesting, eh? By indirect measures of changes in enzyme influx, calcium influx ratio, oxidized, blah, 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 development in the human belongs, reports of muscle soreness. The sequence of events includes an initial injury that is primary mechanical, and secondary metabolic or biochemical. Injury that peaks 1 to 3 days after the injurious contraction. So you feel these DOMs about 3 days straight. Then it kind of subsides, slowly subsides. But it's still going through repair and modeling. Injurious contractions after injurious contractions. The recovery from contractions-induced injury is usually, where were we? Is usually, I don't know where we are. Oh, is usually complete within 30 days. Well, it's complete within 30 days if you're just a normal dude and you're not eating, you're not a bodybuilder or eating like a bodybuilder, like protein synthesis needs to exceed this breakdown. Yeah, that's why they're saying 30 days, but you could do it in 5 days. Repeated exposures, listen to this, repeated exposures to protocols of lengthening contractions result in what? Result in trained muscles that are not injured by the protocol that previously caused the injury. See what I mean? So you guys that are trained in the gym, remember, unaccustomed exercise is known to cause widespread muscle damage. But repeated exposures to protocols of lengthening contractions like Sam Sulek, right? Sam Sulek coming in every day, result in trained muscles that what? Are not injured by protocol that previously caused the injuries. You understand me? So no muscle damage. Yeah, man. No muscle damage, bro. Get it? Because why? Because I think it's this one, right? Yeah. Because unaccustomed exercise is known to cause widespread muscle damage. That's why. Because unaccustomed, right here. See that part right there? However, unaccustomed. Unaccustomed eccentric exercise is known to cause what? Muscle damage and delayed pain, commonly defined as delayed onset muscle soreness, bro. Yeah. But they refer to this damage as injuries. Do you understand me? They're not talking about severe injury. They're talking about fucking, what do you call it? Micro injuries, bro. Yeah. You understand me? That's why. So trained people, they don't get muscle damage anymore. You understand me? It's attenuated because you are a chronic lifter. So now you're accelerated aging. So you could read this section if you want. So I put it down here. Okay? It's eccentric muscle contractions, risks and benefits. They're close together from each other. So yeah. So what happens if you're a chronic lifter? Well, repeated exposures to protocol of lengthening contractions result in what? Trained muscles that are not damaged by protocol that previously caused the damage. See what I mean, bro? Because you're a chronic lifter, you're adapted. So you're not getting damaged in the gym all the time. Look, mom, I'm getting damaged. I'm getting brain damage. You understand, man, why chronic lifting can't get your muscle. Think about it. Why if you're chronically lifting in a gym, why can't you get that type of muscle damage where you could build more of these nuclei and muscle fibers and density and all that kind of bullshit? Why is that? Because muscles, if they were to get micro injured, and then they didn't go through a repair and remodeling, and you kept coming and trying to re-injure them and re-injure them, they start dying. The T cells come out, they clean up the dead tissue, boom. It goes through a degeneration, like it said, a degeneration and a regeneration. So if it's degenerated and you keep coming in and try to degenerate it constantly, let me degenerate the muscle fibers. Well, when are they going to regenerate? You'll end up in a coma and a stupor in rhabdo with a disease in the hospital called rhabdo, and you'll be dying. See you in the next one, friends. Tell me what you think about that. Like, subscribe, support the channel. I'll see you in the next one. That's why even in running, they say it's more superior to run downhill. Yeah, you'll get more this damage in the muscle fibers in the legs. Superior. Even jumping. They talk about jumping. Eccentric, focus on the eccentric part in jumping. That's why they used it in basketball and other sports. It's used in every sport, bro. Eccentric is the most important. If you have a good coach, he could coach you on that, but most likely there's stupid coaches out there. They're too stupid. They're like, blah, lift a heavy weight. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao, friends. I gotta go.